is better. Alrighty. Hi Real, glad to be here. How are you? Hope it's going. Good day, Chief, and good night, Chief. Off I go. Bye bye, Real. Bye bye. So, here we are. We are drawing. We're going to continue our illustration of Froggy Loch. Actually, that's always been bothering me. Is her name Froggy Loch? Like CH, is CH hard, or is it like Loch? Like the Celtic pronunciation, right? Like Loch Ness, right? That's like, I think I've still made the CH quite soft, but because it's, yeah, because I don't think it's pronounced Loch Ness, but actually Loch Ness. But it might be as well just my, influence of my language, right? My main language, like Polish language. But I've always heard it like this. At least I think I've always been hearing this version of pronunciation. I've never really heard like Loch Ness. I think I've heard it. It was like pronounced by an American, if I'm correct. But I might be wrong, like super wrong. So I don't know, maybe it like depends which English-speaking country pronounce it, right? I really like those phenomena. There's a lot of stuff going on with languages, especially like families of languages, like for example, Germanic languages. Like for example, German, right? In English, like how did it happen that those two languages, which are Germanic, how did it happen that those two are so far away? Yeah, because if you compare like Mexican, Cuban, Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, like those come from the same family of languages, right? And they sound very similarly. Like very, very similarly, right? Greek is different, if I remember correctly. Like Greek is, I don't think Greek belongs to Latin languages. I might be wrong on that though. Let me check real quick. Which family of languages does Greek belong to? It's an Indo-European language constituting an independent Hellenic branch within the Indo-European language family. Okay. It belongs to Indo-European. Well, it's Hellenic branch, if I remember correctly. The Hellenic language family primarily consists of Greek, with ancient Macedonian while ancient Macedonian is sometimes also included, is generally considered a dialect of Greek. So Hellenic is literally just Greek. That's interesting. So Greek is a language of its own. So then assume that it's like one language generally. Oh, there is the entire family. Okay, so it's not only that, but Hellenic, which is South Greek, Achaean, Mycenaean, Arcado-Cypriot, Attic-Lonic, Attic, Western Ionic, Central Ionic, Eastern Ionic, North Greek, Aeolic, okay, Boeotian. It also has West Greek features. Precursor was possibly a bridge dialect between Aeolic and West Greek. Okay, so I assume like Hellenic is just like Greek, because like those are those are like straight up just Greek sub-languages. That's interesting. It's like only the Hellenic. And what other... So that's why we won't really hear a language that will sound like Greek. That's interesting. So we might never hear another language which will be connected somehow with Greek, because it's like the only one in its family. Okay. I wonder what other languages belong to Latin family. Spanish, Portuguese, French, Italian, and Romanian. Yay! But there are like dialects. For French, for example, it's only Louisiana part, if I see correctly. French is a Romance language of the Indo-European family. It descended from the Vulgar Latin of the Roman Empire, as did all Romance languages. Okay, so French belongs to Romance family. French evolved from Gallo-Romance, the Latin spoken in Gaul, and more specifically in Northern Gaul. Okay, so only dialects that come directly from that. And in general, it's just an Indo-European European family. That's interesting, very interesting. Spanish, of course, Romanian, Moldovan, they say, is the official and main language of Romania and Moldova. Romanian is part of the Eastern Romance sub-branch of Romance languages, so it's just like it belongs just as much to the Latin family as French does. Okay. Occitan. Occitan, also known by the native speakers as Lenga, Doc, sometimes also referred to as Provençal, is a Romance language spoken in southern France. Okay, Monaco, Italy's Occitan valleys, as well as Spain's Val d'Aran in Catalonia. Collectively, these regions are sometimes referred to as Occitania. I see. That's interesting. Very interesting. Austrian apparently somehow belongs to that West Iberian Romance language. Okay, so it's all Romance language, and we know that those come from that. This is interesting. I thought Austrian was purely... it was Germanic language. Okay. Hi Kotaro, Gatevi here, how are you? Hope everything's going. Hi. I don't know why, but recently I can't really position myself in my chair properly. So it actually influences the way how I sit. But yeah, let's start building things up. So we need now a good shadow. And here's the question: how do we shade her? Do we shade her in the way how I've had that pin? Do we test out the shading? What you all think? Because it works both ways for me. Because you can try to shade her like this. I really like the way how hairs are shaded here. You don't really see much, but it's very... like, you don't really have much details, but it's very similar to what Rino Tuna does. But to be fair, like, in general, this is more or less how Rino Tuna sketches, how Rino Tuna draws. On the other hand, we have Rino Tuna, right? Which... just looks very similarly to what we have here. That's interesting. Okay, let's just start the thing. Here's the thing, I wanted to give her like a light coming at her from the back, so it would make her entire like face very dark, right? And I don't necessarily want this. I was thinking about like high up, right? Like in the end I think like Anfa's lighting is the best actually for things like this, although I'm thinking even making it coming from here, so like, you know, the shadows are going to be slightly directed, right? And I think this is what we are going to settle with. I'm going to, I think, use the reference though. I think I'm going to use reference. Hi Muto, Gatevi here, how are you? Hope it's going. I just woke up, that's nice, that's nice. I'm good, how are you doing today? I'm doing alright, I've started preparing stuff because for the new job I'm going to make like a side gig too. So like I'm going to have a job, right? And then I'm going to have a side gig that I'm going to get paid for. So in general it's like probably like additional stuff like doing IT works there, because like the IT specialist who we have right now at the company is actually, I don't know, good or bad, but it's like the new employer, my new boss, says that the contact with him is getting worse by time, and I've noticed that this is whatever happens usually. And I do think that, you know, giving them a possibility to have someone there to help them, it's not only going to be good for me because I'm going to get paid for it, as he mentioned, but also it's going to be good for the company, right? Because I have skills, I can do stuff. So I've actually made a footer for our emails, our signature for the company today. Even though I'm starting my work tomorrow, I've already started doing stuff for them. To be fair, the guy seems really cool. I'm just hoping I'm not going to, you know, suffer from that. Oh yeah, guy seems really cool. He's also very young, which also kind of helps. Because, like, you know, we have common language. I don't think he's much older than me. He might be in, like, his early 30s or something like that. But yeah. Actually, yesterday I've even helped him, like, set up my employee accounts. Like, straight up. I was just adding myself to the systems and stuff, so, you know. I'm not sure if this is like a red flag or what for the company. I've never really had this going on. I don't think so. I mean, when guy tells me like, hey yo, like if you'll be up to doing like special task, I can pay you for this additionally, right? And for me, it's actually a really good kickstart because, like, you know, I'll be able to get my own like systems running in there. And so I know what's going on and get to know what we are working on a little bit better too. And well, who doesn't like additional pain, right? Right, yeah. Besides that, I've had a really weird day. I don't know when, but my time fly by. So that's meh. Is that a good thing? I mean, I didn't really do much. Like, I wanted to get to the... I don't know why. I'm losing concentration recently really quickly. I've had it, like, going on for a while when I was working at my previous company. I don't want to say much because, like, the company already is kind of known to be like a black company. They are Chinese, so like I don't want to be associated with them anymore. And I didn't want it to be like, you know, deduced who I was or for who I was working when I was you know, working there. And I don't think I want to be deduced and, you know, work for them, or rather like say where I was working previously, just again for protection of my identity, but also because the company is not really good to be associated with. I see, yeah. But I guess as I was talking how my days were going by when I was working for them, I could hear how they were treating me. Which was, so the treatment wasn't really good. Like, you know, it's one of those where, hey, we've reached our sales record, here's one donut for you. So yeah, I'm glad you like this new company even though you still haven't started it. Yeah, I mean, it's... I guess you're also right, like, I should wait to properly see how the work is there, instead of like getting like overhyped, but at the same time I feel like if I'm going to hype myself, you know, I'm going to have not only better start, but also like I'll, you know, build up this like will to work, right? Which was sucked out from me by the previous company. Because actually this is what they did. Like they just took out my entire like will to work. I'm not sure if this is not going onto Uncanny Valley thing. It's a good sign. Oh yeah, now as I'm going to start the job, I know when I can stream, because it's not like, you know, out of nowhere they're going to tell me like, hey, buddy, you have to stay an hour longer. Oh my god, are those Winnie dogs from the race? That's so cool. That's such a cutie. Hi Zaga, got over here, how are you? Hope it's going home. That's nice. Where have you been? Work? Something radical happened? Hi Rylan, got over here, how are you? Hope it's going? Rand, didn't get to see the face or the race. Or how so? Something happened that you had to skip the race? There's a lot of people. Oh, dang it. I was shocked. Oh no. So sorry to hear that. That's absolutely the worst. I hate it. So sorry to hear that. I saw the kitty playing in the water. Oh, yeah, that is cute. That is cute. Okay, that's nice. I also got a mushroom. Mushroom? Ah, dang it. What kind of mushroom did you get? Mushroom plushie. Hey, that's so cute. That's so cute. I thought it's like a Poro with red hat. Oh my god, that's so nice. Aji. Poro. We're playing too much League of Legends, Zaga. At this point, are Poros like connected one-to-one with League? I'm slowly losing concept of that actually, because it kind of seems like it actually starts to be a bit different thing. Because I've seen very similar creatures in other media already. That's interesting. You think pink skin is hard? Yeah. Especially when the hair color is also pink. And you're just, the fuck am I shading right now? Just remember that whenever you that you know you'll know you know what I mean. Just remember that whenever I can wait to see green. What green? Hi Aspen, glad to have you here. How are you? Hoping it's going? Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Green skin. Do you know why they had to take a green screen for a paint job? Because it got keyed. Or green from watching too much pink. Yes. Get it? Green screen, keyed, paint job. Keyed like a car. The internal system of telecom, nothing worse than that magenta plus white combo, bruh. Into your eye, yeah. That's youch. That's pretty bad. Thank you, I draw a lot today, so not just chilling. Hey, it's so cool. Wish I could see. Can I see? Is there a chance you could send it on Discord? No, that's T-Mobile T-Systems too. T-Mobile was never good here. Like, a lot of people usually had the problem with getting signal and stuff. So also, we are getting closer and closer on the give Zeka PTSD. A magenta. Like this. It wasn't traumatic. I sadly don't have Discord, but I did upload some doodles on my community page though. Let me check. Let me quickly check. I love to see out people's artworks, so I'm really happy to have you here. Let me quickly check those. Hey, those are so cool. I love those. I really like your style. It's very sketchy. But like, it's not necessarily anime. It's like a doodle, like those there are those artists, right? Who are drawing quote-unquote doodles. So it's like they are sitting down and they're filling out the entire page with like cartoon like artworks like this, but all of them have like very specific similar style. It's really give me the same vibes. I really like them. Good job, Aspen. Good job. But you still remember, yeah. But after 3 months, I made a browser extension for home, which makes shit green. What the fuck, I can type. It's okay. Bond James the names. Quickly call the Bondulans. Thank you, I really appreciate it. I like them too. Move the Bondulans. I need food. Get food. I ate only tortilla chips with supposedly hot salsa in the past 48 hours, bro. Okay, why? I slept through normal food time, bro. We kinda messed this one up. Out of sleep, yeah. That seems like a lot of sleep. Unlike Muto, why you don't sleep? Do you want me to cage you and put you to sleep? No. Then why you not sleep? Please, bro. Why you not sleep? Explain. He never sleeps more than 2-3 hours, bro. You sleep should. I sleep. Is that like a new version of is that like a new version of freaking Apple? It sounds like those. I told you I woke up. I see. Zega, was she sleeping? From a less than 2 hours sleep. Okay. See? So you didn't sleep well. That's it, that we ratted you out to the police. Oh, less than 3. Okay, maybe 2. Gotcha. I slept. It's not how it works, Muto. Like, you can't just, oh, I slept, and just say, and in fact, you've just slept like 3 hours or 2. Like, the less you sleep, the bad for you. Like, of course, there are like disorders that are like allowing you to sustain like this. You really have to watch out for yourself and your health, because it's very unhealthy. That's how I sleep. On one hand, yeah, but on the other hand, it might be just a unhealthy sleep habit. That's how you don't sleep. I mean, on the other hand, like, I've been sleeping for 4 hours only. And it took me a really long time to get used to that, and I've been now trying to get back to it, and it's nearly impossible to do that. And for hours, it's not sleeping, yeah. It's napping. No. To be fair, I really want to get myself into that 4-hour sleep cycle again. Like, I know it's not really good for you, but I was doing really good this way. Like, on the other hand, I can... Like, the problem is that if I would want to make, like, for example, 4 hours, do something 4 hours, I would have to, for example, come back from work, which would be around 17, fall asleep. I could operate... for example, I could start the stream at 21, then I would have to... I would stream, let's say, for 2 hours, and be limited to those. I would be done by 23. Then I would have, like, let's say, X amount of time, and then go to sleep for 4 hours, just enough to wake up at 7 or 6:30. I don't know yet. I have to check which is going to be the best for me. In general, I think, like, just limiting the amount of hours I would sleep in a row would be the best for me. But I'm not sure if I should do that. Like, one of my... I don't have sleeping problems, kinda. Like, I'm sleeping too much recently, and actually I've noticed that the more I sleep, the less creative and less active I am throughout the day. If I sleep 8 hours, I barely do anything, and I can't really think properly. I don't know why. I just feel weird. Like, I sleep 8 hours and I feel like I'm not rested properly. I feel like I can't focus. I feel like I can't think straight. I don't know. Like, I might have one of those syndromes for... there are those syndromes that are, like, making it unable for you to sleep 8 hours. Like, there are people who actually need, like, 4 hours sleep. But the problem is that if you get used to sleeping for 8 hours, and it's really easy to do that because your body still is like, 8 hours is good, is the proper sleeping time. Then it's like, you know, if you get into that, like, routine of sleep, then you're, like, messed up. Like, you know it, you are going to have to go through hell to get used to 4 hours of sleep again. And I've made the mistake because I was so sick that I actually couldn't even sit normally. I was on, like, huge dosages of, like, medicine, like paracetamol or ibuprofen or whatever that was, and I just couldn't sit straight, so I decided to, like, fall asleep, and I literally slept through, like, 14 hours in a row. But after that, I can't, for the love of me, I simply cannot come back to my normal sleeping schedule that I had, those 4 hours I've had. It's very bizarre, and I feel like day by day it's actually affecting me. Also, today we are going to probably look deeper into the works for my universes, because, you know, I've got the job. I've got a position secured. I don't have to worry about much, and the boss seems good enough, so I'm going to still do my portfolio, but slowly, you know, in my own time. Maybe I'm going to introduce it after some breaks, after I'll break the streams, but definitely spoke with the guy yesterday. Yeah, I did. I've had a training, I've made all the accounts for myself, like, you know, he registered me in the company as an employee for all the, you know, the international like markets for, you know, for forwarding, well, the transport corporations, right, etc., to get the commissions. So that's that. And basically he introduced me to the idea what I'm going to do mostly. I'm going to take care of a huge client and do some IT stuff on the side, which he's going to pay me for. So like I'm going to, you know, for example, repair a printer. I'm going to for example, I've made for us a signature, right, the footer for the emails. It was just sitting down and making it, and I mean, they have a footer which is very old, and the guy who made this footer for them made it in paint. I just slammed a PNG text above the PNG text below the PNG, that's their footer. Like, that was it. And I was like, yeah, I can do a normal footer. And like, he showed me some examples what he more or less thinks he wants, and I literally done what he wanted. So yeah, that's one of the things. Like, it wasn't really that difficult. I was already doing like footers for people. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, I'm the job is secured for sure. Like, since he already like gave me all this stuff and etc. etc. Email footer should be HTML with SVG. Yeah, it should. But for myself, for now, I've made the footer in Google, in Gmail, because for now I have only access to the Gmail. Because there are some troubles with their private domain. I mean, they want to migrate, but the IT guy that they work with is a lazy bum and is not doing what he's supposed to. What's a footer? Like when you have an email, right? Like da-di-da-di-da, right, etc. There's like this portion of the email at the very bottom with like a company logo, right? Some informations about the person you are writing with, and like the company's, let's say, like medias, etc. Yeah, good luck getting it guys work on weekends and on SOS things. Nah, it's not going to be like that. We don't work on weekends. So if something happens, that's like Monday to Friday. Oh, okay, thanks. That's like Monday to Friday stuff. And like, you know, it's not like I'm going to have it in my contract. It's just like, hey, if you want to do this, could you? Etc. But like, you know, and it's mostly just about like setting up the brand stuff. So like website, because they have like very old one and very non-responsive, and it literally pained me so I thought that I'm going to have a heart attack when I've opened the freaking website. That was the level. Not only the website was turning on for like 2 minutes or 3. It had like a lot of bloat code that was very unnecessary. What the fuck? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. this site has like 12 errors with, you know, the X and like 14 warnings. So I've looked into those stuff and it's like, yeah, it's no good. I can, because like a lot of those stuff that is running in like PHP, even in interpret and Blazor boots fully and renders anything in 2 seconds. Yeah, well, it's PHP, poorly coded PHP, by the way, and JS and CSS running in one file. There's no separation for those. Everything runs constantly in one file. That's for one. Second, it's PHP. So, I mean, I'm still going to make it in PHP, but I'm just probably... It's not that big of a deal. I mean... You literally, in the back, for some reason, there is like a code that changes percentile with like 20% range. So let's say you have like 90%, so it's going to be between 80 to 100%. It's like constantly like running left and right for no reason, and nothing changes there. There are some very suboptimal queries, yeah. Oh, I've seen some of those. Yeah. That does nothing. Literally, what is there is not connected to anything. It does nothing. It just runs in the background constantly on a loop. People do those in JavaScript instead of subscribing to resize events. I mean, yeah. It's very simple to even build that resizable mesh in CSS, and it works way better. Also, this site is like, you know, of course, like, that is not doing anything, but like my vision would be like, because it's like the site where you just scroll down, so like everything is down there, and when you click on option in the menu, it just zooms you through the website, right? Auto scrolls you to the portion in the website. And I think just slap on a bootstrap and call it a day. Yeah, like probably. You mean anchors? Yeah. And I think what would be better if those anchors would be like, first of all, you have a website with like the menu, right? And there will be a div, and you just open websites within that. So far it's been running better for me than those like scrolling websites, but I don't think it would do that big of a difference, because it's just going to, like, you know, call in a website. Everything that's needed for that like sub website is going to be running with the website itself. Depends on how you do it. Yeah, I guess so. At this point, I guess any solution is going to be working better than what is going on with that site. And that site is like 10 years old, by the way. So probably the IT guy already got slightly better with doing stuff, but he has no time to even make it work. But he has absolutely no idea even how to make the domain. If you want to do layout, then a page inside, that's how most SPA work. Wait, SPA? Single page application, like Blazor, React, Angular, Vue, etc. Yeah. So you can literally just do single page application, but like I was doing that with HTML and PHP and stuff. So that wasn't really a problem for me to work on it this way. Like, of course, over time I can just do shit, but whatever. If virtual routing, so the link navigation don't reload that one index HTML. Yeah, exactly that. So the index is like standing there like like a UI, right? So like the index is a UI for your site and just loads like subsites in the navigation, right? I think this works the best actually, because when you have everything on one side and everything like, yeah, so like when everything runs in the background constantly, it's always going to influence everything. Like, of course, depends on the situation, depends what you want to achieve, but like when you have a contact stuff, you have all those like bells and whistles, resizable menu, etc. Like it's not necessary. Like sure, whatever, like you can still do those websites on one page, but it like quote unquote looks professional, but actually I think like what looks more professional if you have a website that is actually cooperating properly and it just loads in a matter of like a second, right? You click enter and it depends on your like router, your internet speed, and not on the freaking website loading speed. I am also sorry, folks, that for talking like IT and stuff on the thing and like talking about the new job, but I'm really stoked. I'm really stoked about this. And we will see. I'm planning on doing couple stuff for streams too. Like first of all, I want to make a giveaway, but we will see what we are going to give away. Probably a Clip Studio Paint Pro version. You know, the just to make first steps. I don't think that animation is something that a lot of people go for, and there will be way too much stuff for people to be introduced to. So I guess like pro version would work best. But I have to ask, I have to talk with Celsius because and they can do that, by the way, because I've talked with them. I have to talk with them and say, hey, I want to buy keys for the giveaway. They are going to create the order, you are going to pay for it, and they are going to send you keys that are not going to bind to any email. That way, you the user, right? You are going to bind the code to your account and your email this way. Because when you are buying key normally, it's actually bound to your email anyway. This is like weird. And you know, there might be like some stuff on the hint side, but yeah. So I'm most likely just going to write to Celsius. I'm going to stack up on some cash probably. Run up with Celsius. We are going to make competition. I'm still thinking what the competition is going to be, because that's actually very important. Like, what do I want you all to do for the competition? What kind of competition? Probably art. But I'm not sure what I want this competition to wrap around. Because either it's going to be just, hey, I'm subscribed for X amount of time to your channel, I want to enter the competition, you're entering the competition, you Gucci, right? But also, because like, here's the thing, I really don't... The thing is that I'm really worried that one, if I'm going to make an art competition and I'm going to grade people's artworks and choose the best one, some people might get angry at me, right? Those are never good. I've seen many situations where someone lost competition like that and they just went full on bananas, blasting off like, you know, how come I lost and this person won, like this is so unfair, it's staged, etc. Calling you names and, you know, and stuff, which is something I want to dodge. But at the same time, if I'm going to make like a normal giveaway, like, hey, come to the stream, be subscribed, etc., someone is going to come in, subscribe, enter the competition anyway, even though they are not subscribed for X amount of time, and they are just going to, you know, and then they are just going to freaking, yeah. They are just going to steal the key, quote unquote, because after those they are going to just unsubscribe and call it a day. Right, so it's not going to be fair towards you, the community, because some random guy or gal just come in and steal the key from you. And I want to say this way I want to say thank you to you, to the people who have been with me so much so far, right? So like, you know, you Mana, Muto, maybe Iblo if she's watching from the shadows, you know. So like anyone that would want to enter. Too bad I don't have possibility to track time, who's subscribed for how long. And too bad because like there are tools for those from YouTube. There are tools for those from YouTube. And you know what's the problem? You need to have over 1,000 subscribers. You need to have that, you know, monetization goal thing to make it work. So yeah, so cool, right? Someone can't even do the normal giveaway to say thank you to the community. I'm back, my dad just wanted to show me something. What's you guys talking about? I want to make a competition where something would be, you know, someone would be able to win something. Like for example, what's the thing, imagine? Like for example, Clip Studio Paint, right? I'm using Clip Studio Paint EX. I'm thinking about giving away Clip Studio Paint Pro, which is a version lower. I mean, like quote-unquote version weaker, right? It doesn't have that many options. Like I can animate in this one. I want people to get accustomed to Clip Studio Paint, maybe, you know, later on, in some future ones, people will be able to ask for upgrade, you know, I don't know, to the newer version, or they will be able to upgrade to EX version, etc. So, you know, it all will be a matter of fact, like what someone would want as a winning later on, but for now I just want to give away that Clip Studio Paint key, you know? The giveaway and checking like for how long someone is subscribed to me, it's going to be a problem. Because I want to at least start doing the giveaway for people who are like subscribed for like a month or longer. That way I'm going to see through people who just subscribe to enter the giveaway, and that they are going to unsubscribe after receiving the winning anyway. The thing is that, I just want to make it like a gift for y'all, gift for the community. We'll see how it will go. I'm still thinking how I want to solve it. And for sure I'm going to prepare it, like I'm going to get that key, I'm going to, like first I'm going to get the key, then I'm going to like say like, hey, we are doing the competition, just to ensure the fact that I'm going to have that key on me, right? I have to talk with Celsius, maybe they are going to be able to help me, maybe they would want to sponsor the competition, but that's that. Actually, for those who don't know, Celsius, which is the company that is putting out the Clip Studio Paint, they are in fact allowing you to enter competitions while using a different how's it called, while using a different software to possibly win Clip Studio Paint license, right? Because you can do that, like you can receive a Clip Studio Paint license for like a month, a perpetual license, or get like subscription payment, because there are also subscriptions, right? I was thinking about making a CTF game, but the problem is that a problem is for some people easy, and for others straight up near impossible. Capture the flag, you say? Is that correct? Is that capture the flag? If I'm not mistaken, CTF game is a capture the flag game. Yeah, okay, so Arg-like, I see. I see. You know, that's going to be a bit problematic for some people. So generally for capture the flag is like some older kind of game, there are modes for that. In like TF2 or some other older games, and basically the thing is that there is a problem, right? And the problem is that you have to capture the flag of your enemy and bring it to your base. So it's like you have to go all the way through the enemies, go into their base where there's the most of them, and they're spawning almost immediately right there. You have to get that flag and go all the way to your base without dying. This is capture the flag. And like Cicada 301. Oh, I see. Will it be possible to join for fun? I am used to Krita and would not use Clip Studio, so the key would be wasted on me. I mean, if you don't want to use Clip Studio, sure. If you win, like you can then decide who you want to give the key to. So it's like, you know, you've won, the key is yours, but what you do with that key is up to you. You can gift it to someone. Maybe you have a friend outside the channel and say like, you know, hey, I won this perpetual license for Clip Studio Paint Pro. Here it is. Go for it, right? Or you can pick a like other winner, like pass it on to someone or pass it to the second place or whoever you feel deserve the key. Like sure, you can join for fun. That's not a problem. And you know, the key is going to be the key will be activating Clip Studio, like the freshest version of Clip Studio Paint Pro. So like we will see, probably it's going to be still 4.0. So it's going to be most likely Clip Studio Paint 4.0 Pro. You're going to have access to everything besides like animating. So I don't think that's a huge deal for all of the people. But yeah, first of all, its pro version is really cool to learn the program. I myself, I've been using Clip Studio Paint Pro version for about like most of my usage. I've actually got EX version, I think in this year. Yeah, I think it was this year or it was December last year. So it was like, it took me several years to move from Pro to EX, and I don't see much difference. It's just the fact that I can make comic books and it's giving me that window on the side where I can pick the page where I want to go, so it's like a tool, which it's not really necessary. Or just animating, and animating in Clip Studio Paint is difficult because it's a bit different than what you are used to in other ones, because all the keyframes, right? All the keyframes have to be placed in a different folder. Well, each keyframe has its own folder. There we go. That's the thing. So like each keyframe receives its own folder. You have like, and so now imagine if you want to animate something longer than like bunch of for something longer than 1 minute, right? I mean, 1 second is already 24 files, so it takes time. But yeah, anyone can join, even if it's for fun. What you decide with the key later on, it's up to you. If you win, of course. I don't know, maybe because like I would feel weird if it would be like typical fan art competition. Like I would feel weird like trying to gather up fan arts from all of you. Like of course go ahead, like if someone wants to give me a fan art, you can do it, but making it a competition would be weird. Most French pastry are good. Wrong chat. Okay, Zaga, thank you for sharing this opinion with us. Wrong chat, Zaga. I mean like Cicada 3301. To be fair, Zaga, yeah, like a lot of people have problem with it. Me myself, I've landed on like 3rd stage, I think. It was the stage where I had to use that, you know, wavelength. I had to like decode what's the next step by taking, like, by smooshing the wavelengths together, because I was doing Cicada 3301 stuff. I got the DNA sequencing stuff. You are alternating your DNA. I think the code was broken officially there, I see. I get something to drink. Alrighty. I'm also drinking pink lemonade right now. But the whole thing about the cryptography, but it doesn't have to be. Huh? It's a good idea for a prize, just in case. Every step in Cicada was some kind of cryptography. Yeah. To be fair, Muto, I'm not sure. It can be a free commission, it can be a game from Steam, up to like certain amount, you know? Like a price limit. Probably it's just going to be like some AAA, like possibility to get like AAA game with those older prices, not those like $200 or whatever, but like, you know, a game for $50. It's like still any, you know, any game nowadays. Yeah, no idea for the second prize. No idea for the second. 10 free summons. Bruh. To be fair, I was also thinking about like, you know, making a artwork based on some of my creations from the past, like OC, myself in any version, in any variant, so like the long hair, the masked one, the gray hair one, like anything really. Anything that would be somewhat connected with my creativeness. Because to be fair, I'm kind of wondering like what people would find or do with certain aspects of everything. I'm back, guys. What's up? We're just still talking about my internet died. Now I'm on YouTube. God damn it. So yeah, I have no idea I don't have any second idea for the prize. I don't have possibilities. I don't have the kind of like idea for choosing. What do you folks think could be a good like second prize? Maybe if someone would win but wouldn't want to get the key anyway. Like besides just gifting the key. Maybe. Because I understand that some people might also not really want to have the burden of passing on the key to someone else, because of course there are going to be people that might be targeting them and be very unpleasant to them. Because, oh, you've picked this person and not me, boohoo. It's very difficult to like make competitions. I've been holding some in the past and it's always the same thing. Like judges are getting bullied, people who won are getting bullied, people who won and passed on the prize to someone else are getting bullied, people who received the thing. A free drawing from you, maybe, or something like that? Yeah, sure, like that might be good. I was thinking about it, like, commission. We did that already in the past, like, hey, giveaway for a free artwork, right? Like, usually my illustrations are like $50, right? Like $50. So, actually, that's more or less the same amount I wanted to provide for the game. So I guess the free artwork is going to be good. Good luck anybody trying to bully me. Zega will literally find them and bully them, but IRL. Zega will find... Scary, yeah. Imagine Zega will find their IP and send a drone attack on them. Carpet bombing. Bruh. Why is it called carpet bomb? Are they rolling some gunpowder in a freaking carpet and dropping it? Is that what a carpet bomb is? That would be funny. I'm back on Twitch. I see. Glad to have you back on Twitch. So I really like this kind of shading on the hairs. I see that Reno Tuna is doing literally the same thing. Kinda. But they are more detailed, kind of, but whatever. Aladdin 1 to the base, Splash 1. Like, I don't know why, but after watching this comedy Dictator, like, whenever I hear Aladdin, I just remind myself about, like, no, this is Bad Rocket. It has to be pointy. It has to be pointy, more pointy. Trying to explain to the rocket scientists that the freaking rocket has to be pointy to actually work better. Like in cartoons. I have an Aladdin news and an Aladdin new. Which one you want to hear? The Aladdin one or HIV Aladdin? Exactly. What? It's from that comedy because dude literally exchanged positive and negative with word Aladdin, so people had no idea. For example, in like at the doctor office, if they're like both positive and negative to Aladdin, yeah, exactly. So now, like, when you're receiving your HIV Aladdin, is it positive or negative, right? Like, that's the joke. of it. AC? I don't, I took off my glasses. Nice. Okay, now I see everything. I can see forever. Wait, what you guys talking about? Because I got a little lost. About a comedy called Dictator. Okay, yeah. What are the chances that we are going to pass through alive? 50-50. What do you mean 50-50? I mean that either we are going to die or we are going to survive. It's 50-50. You've said that this is the safest area. Yes, it is. Rod is Rod. Why did my Slavic accent came out so quickly when I started reading The Road is Road? What's wrong with me? No idea. The original is Russian, I think. Maybe. I have to say I really like those hangouts that we have during the stream. Can someone color my artwork for me? Thanks. Bruh. Imagine. What the fuck, Muto? monster that you hate a liner to the coloring. Well, I'm struggling. Oh. It's not that hard, you just open paint, select a color you like, then bucket the closed space. What if the space is not closed? And you bucket and accidentally everything gets filled with that color. What if your paint cannot do undos? It's a problem. I hate the bucket. Actually, if I would have possibility, I'd actually work with the lasso tool as a filling tool and work with this and work this way. It works, you can do that. You can even create an entire filling tool for that. Right. Hey yo, I thought that I have a freaking owl next to my window, but it appears that it's just some kid crying. Say I hate bucket tool and line art, I see. I like the bucket tool in Crete. It can figure out different opacity lines and fill under the middle of the lines. That's really cool. Oh, that's nice. That's good. That's cool. The color and then erase. I don't think that's actually an effective way of coloring. I mean, it kinda works, but it depends how you are doing it. I don't think it fits your style. It not, but I still do it, I see. I personally just put down the base color and alpha lock the layer because my line are really sketchy and not always connected. I see. That's really good method too. Again, it depends on the method you're going for. So, like your art style, I guess. So, actually, you can really quickly color when you are doing, let's say, an art style like this, right? Because you make the Me like the tattoo? What tattoo? What do you mean, Zaga? Wrong chat. Dang it, Zaga. Do you have a tattoo? Muto, Zaga? That's interesting. I like tattoos. I want to make one for myself, but I need to wait for it. I'm factory default. Okay. I want to make a tattoo for myself. On the drawing I did. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, that tattoo is nice. I like it. Okay, Picasso, I like it. I have a tattoo. Oh. Wait, let me see if I can find it. No. You know what? I might not be able to find it. Oh, wait, I might actually have it. No, I don't have it. Wait, because I have some artworks that I don't want to show on stream. Yeah. Those were some of those. Where did I throw it? Where did I end up throwing it into? Not here. Not here. I think that those are pretty cool. You just got to really think about what is supposed to be. I mean, nowadays you can just quickly get rid of it. It's literally taking even less than an actual tattoo. But what kind? Random one, but what kind? Yeah, is it a tribal? What is it? I won't find it. Yeah, I don't think I'll find it. Ah. Good grief. Yada yada does it. flower and ones you thought were cool when you were 16 but hate now. I see. When I was actually when Davis at the start kinds of tattoos, yeah, it's kind of like different kinds of artworks. You can have it can be a quote, so it's like a writing, which are usually very cringe and not really good. You can have a tribal, which are well, tribal tattoos, like, you know, in tribals. You can have just a mark, so it's like a normal tattoo that you usually see. You can have a portrait, which is usually, you know, like you're getting face of someone. Mudo, is that a duck? I see. I thought that's one of those tattoos that you get in like a place where usually people don't see, but you think some people are going to see it, and those can be like inside jokes, like for example in relationship, so you're like tattooing something literally on your ass. Okay, I thought a tattoo is a tattoo and that's it. Yeah. There's like whole imagine tattooing a quote on your chest, bruh. I want to tattoo a tribal. The tribal's supposed to be like the same that Davis has on the chest. My sister has one, bruh. Not the quote. Quotes are cringe. I don't know why. Like, a lot of people are taking quotes and later on they are like, nah, I don't like it anymore. Because, like, here's the thing. You are getting... you are getting a quote, right? What's a tribal? Yes, I know I spelled this wrong, sorry. Tribal is a kind of tattoo that usually people from a tribe get. Hence the name tribal, right? So it's generally like, you know, hey, those can also have meanings. Like, for example, a lot of well, Hawaiian people are getting tribals, right, because of their, you know, tribes that they were belonging to, like from, you know, of the descendants that they are from. There are you know, like African tattoos, right? African tribals. Like, generally there's like a bunch of stuff going on with many different tattoos, but like, yeah, that's the general idea of a tribal, right? It's like a tattoo coming from a tribe or something like this. Actually, Davis has one, like, this is supposed to be a tribal, right? But the textures broke when I was placing it on, so yeah, it's difficult to place a texture on a Vroid model because they are like getting weirdly stretched. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't do much for my book, even though I really wanted to do something. I don't know, like, I feel like I'm standing in place with a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I literally just feel like I'm... You get a book, it's like a kid's book, 3 to 5 age. I'm basing it on Dr. Seuss. Like, the thing is that I have the entire content of the book, like everything laced out. I have the template, I have the account on Amazon to do the thing. Inhale the what? He's making a book, yeah. A cool kid book? Nah, it's just like a... I kind of want to share, because here's the thing. I've become an uncle. My sister, you know, had a baby, and by looking at this brain rot that is outside of everywhere, cartoons are not the same, books are not the same. I thought of making like a book dedicated for her, and like, you know, make some series of books. And for example, when she's going to have like a problem, I would just write a book about solving that problem, you know? Because like, for example, like, what's the first thing that the kid is going to, like, what are the first emotions that the kid is going to have, right? Fear. The kid is going to fear. Because, like, you know, the new world, they are going to start going to school, so they are going to be, you know, scared of the school, etc. And like everything else is going to be very daunting for them, so I kind of want to start off by the idea of like, you know, hey, you know, sometimes it happens, people fear, mostly it's just unknown, and most likely nothing to worry about, and you know, that's really nice. Nice of you. Not being sarcastic, I actually think that's quite nice of you. Yeah, so it's, you know, just generally the concept for just bringing in some kind of value again into the world, because to be fair, we are not receiving anything of value recently from the, like, YouTube is shit, books shit and AI slop, songs shit, games shit. There's back in the days we had characters we could literally share on Matura exam. Matura exam is like exam that's supposed to like summarize your entire education up to your adulthood, right? It's quite often called an adulthood exam, right? So like you sit down and you receive a question. Okay, so write me an essay about I have a funny word for it. Yeah, what's that? What's the word? Ripeness test? That makes sense, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's all like, if you translate it one-to-one, it's literally the same in Poland. It's also like that, but you also say like, oh, like to translate it, like, oh, you are so ripe, right? But when you are talking about it to someone, it's like, oh, you are so adult, right? Like when it comes to someone's behavior, etc. If they are tight, bro. Mature, yeah, exactly. Mature. There we go. There we go. There we go. I mean, right? Yeah. Not right. It's a different matter, bruh. Not right. Bro, imagine you're starting to talk with someone and like, hey, you're so tight. Huh? Never say that to a girl. Use it from mentally short-sighted people. Okay. Use that from... Okay, I was about to read the same thing. Okay, that's something interesting to learn. What's up, Zaga? How actually is this version looking like? Because I'm using highlight right now, too. I think I went overboard a bit with some highlights. Calling somebody loose sounds worse. I like it. I mean... I wanted to say... Muto, like... Oh, never say that to a girl. But like... Wouldn't it be worse if you'd say to a girl, you are so loose? Sorry, I had to. I had to. I had to. That's all very bad, yeah. It was really nice chatting, but I gotta go. Maybe next time I can be nearby. Bye bye, Aspen, bye bye. All that is a positive thing, like, this game is so tight. Yeah. Why the person can't be tight? Who say that anymore? people. Most people is sick. The guy with the super easy, barely an inconvenience videos. Can you explain to me what are those? Yeah. Then please introduce me to that idea. What are those videos? What do you mean barely an inconvenience? But if sick is positive... Yeah, then healthy is a bit of a exaggeration. You are sick is like meaning 3 different things. I guess it depends how you actually want to express that word. Because like, well, I'm sorry, but I have to tell you that you are sick. Or, you are sick! Or, hey man, you sick, bro? Like, that changes the understanding, I guess. You know, it's like with kids and dogs. You have to change your voice. No mana today. Sad. When was the last time you hear someone is tight? Pitch meeting. Bro. Are you trying to take off 20 years crusted wheel from a van? Or when you are trying to sleep through tight space? Or Actually, yeah, no. Who was that streamer? Yeah, no, people started saying this again, like tight shit. Like, recently I've seen a streamer saying it this way, in this context. I think it was Ludwig. I think it was like even several streamers. Yeah, it could be Ludwig, but I haven't seen his videos in a while. Ludwig kinda fell off for me. Because he's now doing everything for money, like, if he would have to, like, give his girlfriend to be fucked by someone for money, probably he would do that. Joking, by the way, don't take it out of the context, like, joking, it's like, oh, he would sell his own mother or something like that, like this kind of thing, but, like, you know, and it's, I have to say, like, this is kind of sad because, yeah. And speedruns were kind of good though, yeah. It doesn't even recommend him anymore, yeah. It doesn't. The speedruns were good, but he's not doing them anymore. Mogul Mail is still a thing, but it kind of fell off. Like, it's broken, it's not the same Mogul Mail as it used to. A lot of people are pointing that out, that he's like acting differently, acting strange. He's not the same Ludwig. Someone, you know. Oh, he's not the same Ludwig I've subbed to so many, you know, that many years ago. So, like, I don't know. I think it was like after he came back to YouTube, after he went to YouTube and started doing things. He kind of broke. Because yeah, he's not like rhetorically on the same level as he used to be. For me, XQC was like that. Yeah. XQC also like broke. A lot of streamers broke. This is the thing, like a lot of people don't really notice that, but let's say this is their job, but you have different kinds of streamers still. And you have people who actually, you know, stream and everything makes sense. You have people who stream and, for example, you refuse to do something they should probably do that. If it's not that, even Charlie gets less recommendations for some reason, or uploads more rarely. Charlie, I think he stopped posting as much, but he's still like streaming. But yeah, and YouTube changes the way how it works. And I've noticed that a lot of people, when it comes to recommendations, it's also because a lot of people are actually breaking the YouTube's guidelines. And YouTube is cutting their reaching, but the thing is that at least what I think, what they want to do is that they want to force YouTube to start thinking what they are doing, because a lot of decisions that YouTube does is not good. Same thing with, like, you know, what was it? The same thing with, you know, all those like advertisements, etc. And like swearing, yada yada yada. And the audacity, what that they had, like, okay, like, They literally pinpointed it as if people who were so against that, like, complete censorship, which is just messed up, they literally said like, okay, like, if you don't have culture, okay, use curse words, I guess. Here's the list what you can do. Like, what? Literally, like, possibility to express yourself and use a curse word every now and then is literally the best thing you can do, because it's like freedom of speech, right? Why taking away the freedom of speech? Like, okay, oh, because advertisements are not doing that. YouTube video is not advertisement. The advertisement is literally the piece around it. When you look on the TV, you have like a full-on, like, I don't know, a movie. And they are literally having intercourse during the movie. They are throwing like fucks, bitches, hoes, etc. even every other minute. And then you have advertisement block. Why is it like that? Why there's no censorship in the movies like this? Why YouTube is doing this censorship? This makes no sense. Because it's not advertisement friendly. So those movies are advertisement friendly? Those are movies. It's literally the same thing as if you are watching like a watching YouTube is literally nowadays comprehensible to watching like a live action on Netflix or something like this. And it doesn't change. They are still cursing there. So it's literally because of the freedom of speech, possibility to actually exaggerate your or articulate your speech, because you can actually express how happy you are by adding a curse word to actually strengthen the word you're throwing, instead of like, yes, it happened. No, you're sounding like a nerd. Fuck yeah. It sounds automatically differently. It has more power in it. So this is literally like the most stupid thing that happens. And well, I made software for the TV channel, which plans out commercial spaces, cuts and feeds commercial. And they usually depending on the rating of the movies around it. Yeah, because like, okay, they are not going to show like toys, they are not going to show toys advertisements around like, you know, action movies where, or other movies that are rated like 16 plus, 18 plus, right? Are age rated too? Yeah, exactly. But like, it doesn't mean that, you know, it doesn't mean that YouTube has to restrict people by it. Just make the proper advertisements, right? Another thing, the sheer sake that they literally allowed like porn websites advertisements on their website while censoring actively people on their site, content creators, was just the lowest of the low blows, literally. That's another thing that hurts. Yeah, but YouTube is active 0 and 24, while late night channels are available only late night. Yes, but then again, like, if someone has a channel 16 plus, why forcing them to act like they are channel for 5 years old? Like, straight up. That's the problem. While also on YouTube Kids showing advertisements like this, because those advertisements, mostly the problem was because those advertisements were on YouTube Kids. That 7-year-olds had access to those to those advertisements, while actively censoring people who strictly say that they are 16 plus or 18 plus. Strictly. Of course, it's like, you know, are you 18 years old? Clicking yes while you are like 14, right? Like, this happens. But the problem is that it's like all falling to the blame on content creators while it's YouTube's mess. YouTube is not capable to comprehend what they are doing. Parents are not watching their kids. Like, you don't want to... They want to discourage content, which is hard to get with target with ads. Man, or maybe just they should finally shut the hell up and start doing something good. YouTube chat is still a mess. Like, literally, I'm talking about this because there are way better portions on YouTube that should be polished. And not like, hey yo, your chat on streams is shit. Yeah, we know. Are you going to do something about it? Nah, I don't think so. Polish. Yeah, imagine. Yeah. Exactly. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, they are literally spending money and they are wasting money and time on things that are unnecessary. Like, at this point, like, advertisers know what is going on the internet. And as a matter of fact, I've seen how the videos were looking back when the censorship was harder. Like, they were boring. Or that weird self-censorship? Unalive? What's that supposed to mean? And now imagine, like, the kid says, like, oh, unalive, etc. And, like, they're literally making jokes out of it, while it's literally sounding like they're making jokes out of it, while it's actually serious matter, right? And you can't even talk about those things this way. I mean, you can't even talk about those matters properly, because you have to make that active self-censorship. Because you can't say, like, you can't say gun, you have to say pew pew. You can say that someone, like, offed themselves. Like, I'm saying that because not to trigger, but still going with, like, more proper way. Polish YouTube terura? Huh? What do you mean? What is that? Yeah, on terura, you pipe? We tend to, when someone is trying to, like, throw house tube. How is jak? You is the. Oh, right. Yeah, you tube terura. Okay. Got it. Bruh. Also, Rura is like a call to old ladies. It's like, you old pipe, right? It's like, it's supposed to be like aggressive. It's supposed to be like a... I don't think slur is a proper thing, but it's supposed to be like offensive. Whoa, offensive thing to say. There we go. Yeah, like, YouTube is literally messing everything up. And they are going to just sit down and say, like, what do you mean we are messing things up? Look how good our earnings are now. We call them a shopping bag, like the ones in Tesco. Oh yeah, we also call them old bags. Or older people are going to call them old boxes. When is a boxer taught me how to box? Not a new one, old boxes, yeah. Every now and then my mom says like, I can't believe this old box is still alive or something like this. Or like, who let that old box to vote? Sorry, I didn't meant to, like, yeah. We call dumb ones stamps. That's a cool one. That's straight up a cool one. Also, the hair is fucked up. Oh, fucked up is fucked up. This is fucked up. This is fucked up. That's definitely fucked up. And showing a car like halfway deep in the water. And I'm fucked up. Yeah. Wait, was that a part, or are you now making fun of me? Am I fucked up? Do you think I'm fucked up? We just call them VL. I see. Why you are not saying anything? Do you really think I'm fucked up? Oh. Come on now. Oh, there we go.
On today's episode of How Fucked Up is Fucked Up. That's fucked up. And that's fucked up. And fucked up.
I see. Yeah, okay. He is very fucked up. I'm very fucked up. Oh. Okay. I thought we've had some good thing going, but okay. Wow. I can't believe it. JK. What? By the way, yes. The heck? Actually, I've played the new Dark Detective game. It was really cool. The plot twist was crazy. I wonder if they are going to make another one. I hope they are going to make another one. Quack. Yeah, exactly. I had to do that to get an achievement. Meow. Moo. I see. Ding 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 ding. We're barn animals. What was that quote from Home Alone? And keep the change, filthy animal. Wah. 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 Bro. What we call change tiny? What kind of change? Oh, I've got a tiny my wheels. We have a joke about keep the filthy, you tiny animal. Filth. Bruh. We call metal tiny. I don't know. Tiny my wheels sounds better. Because it's small. Yeah, we also have that. We also call it tiny. Drobny. Why is that sensor filth? Does it censor filth? Well, it doesn't. For me, bonjour. I could see if it censored. Yeah, no, it's not. It's genuinely not. Oh, it filters joke too. It does. Why? Where does it filter the stuff? YouTube? Wouldn't be shocked. Also filters tiny animal, bruh. Is Muto's Twitch settings. I see. go through, but she sees them start out. My child is. I think those are like just just some simple like family friendly protection stuff or something. You can change that in Twitch settings for sure. Tomorrow I'll be going to work, so yeah, I'm starting. We'll see how shit will be. Are you going to stream tomorrow? Yeah, I am. It's just the thing that I'm going to now stream only in those hours, right? Like only in the evening from now on, because I don't have to change my schedule. It's like always going to be like 6, 7. By the way, Mervis 52, we appreciate you too. Mervis? What you mean, Mervis? Oh. Hello, hello. What about Ox? Regular lurker, I see. Oh. What Ox? There's Memory OX or OX Memory or something like that. I think that's like yet another time I've seen this person, so I guess it's also a regular lurker. Polish, seen the name many times, I see. I very appreciate all of your I really appreciate all of you coming all together here and there, you know. The lurkers, yeah, exactly. I haven't really like thanked the lurkers properly in a while, actually, I think. Oh yeah, who the last one is. I see. I think I have once again overshaded the character, the cursor. My should not cause the differences coming from same IP, I see. I have to say, like, this is... I think it's overshaded, but it kind of looks okay. It kind of looks good. I kind of like it. It's kind of cursed because, like, not everything is shaded, but it kind of looks good. Stream is open the return so I can hear when it starts. I see. Okay. We've actually made like a huge progress with the shading today because we finished the skin, we finished the hairs, we finished eyes and mouth, so we genuinely just, you know, completed like the majority of her. So that's interesting, that's interesting. Yeah. I'm going to probably wrap up now. The thing is, like, I really think I've overshaded this one. It's not even close to those. I've totally ignored this fact. My Twitch switched to Greek. How the fuck did you achieve that? How did you do that? No, yeah, what's what, because the text doesn't even resemble letters. Bro, turn on moon runes. Oh god, yeah. Bro's PC is moon runes now. Okay, I have to solve the problem with overshading, but I think it's now looking very close to... I think it's now very close to Reno Tunas. You know, if how Reno Tunas works would be shaded more or less. because I've added the light, right? So yeah, she looks a bit different. She looks better, I think. Hers, I have to say, like, they turn out good. And I think I've got an idea how I'm supposed to work with them. Like, I guess it's like, again, like, you should treat hers like a singular strand, but like each strand is like its own thing, right? So you should shade it like that. But usually that's not the case. Usually that's not the case. I don't know why I started yawning. I'm not even tired. But I love it. Okay. Folks, thanks Real, thanks Muto, thanks Zega for being active to the channel on Twitch. Thanks Kotaro, Rylan, Aspen, Karian, and Muto for being active to the channel on YouTube. And as always, folks, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care, and bye bye.